Uh,
We are now live on Twitch.
are you an honorary Minnesotan now with the you know?
You know?
She's
Uh,
from Michigan.
I'm from Michigan.
Do they
I
say
feel
you
like
know?
Midwest, yeah, we say all the
Yeah.
same things,
Are you close
basically.
enough to Canada to be a Canadian?
Yeah, I'm probably closer to Canada than you guys are.
I mean, the
We
top of
are
our state touches Canada.
I know, no, you specifically.
this
Like,
year.
I can get to Canada in an hour and a
Oh,
half.
yeah,
How
you're
long
closer.
Oh
does
yeah,
it take you to?
It's like
yeah,
3
you're
hours.
closer.
Yeah.
This year, because North Hill, Minnesota, but
I think-
Michigan's
I
at
think it's about 2.5, 3
110
hours.
miles. Canada's another 100 miles. No, we're about 200 miles. We're about 3.5 hours.
It's a few hours, yeah.
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 It's,
Well,
Ryder-
for us, we
Not
have
only
to-
that, but I have to go south to get there.
yeah.
What, you go by like
Oh,
Detroit?
Yeah, both the Ambassador Bridge and the one through Port Huron are both technically slightly south of me. I could go north too. Both.
What were you going to say, Sky?
If we're going up to the Lake of the Woods, then it takes a bit longer, but I think that's just the roads wise.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that if you picked like your fastest route to get to the Canadian border, it would be, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
You know,
about right.
Ryder, just before we kick it off with Tom's concise, no wasted words, very informal, or very formal and very incisive recap that he's going to do in less than 5 minutes.
I've
Ryder
looking through my
talking
notes.
about the distances made me think about all the times we looked at the map on the computer. And I'd say 2.5 hours. And then we would check it, and it would be 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Dad, what are your headphones called?
headphones.
Do you mean the company, or do you mean what are they called in the computer, or?
Yeah.
Oh, my earbuds. Raven.
Okay.
Must be in honor of Jubilee's pact with her deity. No.
You know, I never put that together.
That's fantastic.
All right.
That's-
Well, let's go ahead. We are now video live. Tom, if you want to kick it off with a little bit of a
Okay,
recap.
so yeah, recap. This is gonna be fun because we have not played since March 9th, just because of Easter holidays, people traveling, yada yada yada. You know, life. So last session was interesting. Jubilee and Cricket were in a bird form. Everyone else was in the extra large bag of holding, trying to get through the mine that had been desecrated by a mat, and they hit an anti-magic wall. The bag of holding started tattering, so Jubilee and Cricket had to land very, very fast, pull everyone out of it. Luckily, it didn't get damaged more than that, but it could have been very, very bad for the players. They also noticed that when you use an echolocation, it was distorted. You know, almost like trying to use echolocation through muck, if I have to say it properly. We end up going down a few corridors. Jubilee, was it? No, Cricket end up getting attacked by one of the Satari creatures I've been fighting. Raja was able to kill the Satari in a single blow with an awesome hit of 32 points, but in the process, Cricket took 25 points of damage, and then she realized why Vantalor gets so angry every time he sees them, because way back in like session 8, 9, you know, early on in the campaign, one of them almost got killed by Vantalor when we were all, you know, first starting. But yeah, that last fight that we did was, we had some ghosts get dissipated, we had Satari that attacked us, we were trying, you know, there's just a lot. I wish I'd read through my notes a little bit better. We were killing Satari eggs. Just, again, the anger that Raja and Rihu and myself had was just like seeing those eggs in bulk in this mine again after, you know, a month of character play. Just we just wanted to break everything. We saw an egg, we wanted to break it.
Do we remember we finished this fight and then
We did.
we were just waiting to go to the next room?
We were waiting to move at the next room. We were at the top of about a 15-foot drop to an ebony, like a substance that looks like an ebony floor, but it's 15 feet down, and that's where we're sitting after breaking, I don't know, like I think we broke like 8 or 9 eggs roughly. I didn't mark down the exact, but I remember breaking quite a few after you got attacked. So
I think we finished. I feel like I remember concluding whatever battle we were in, right? We're not in the midst of battle still, right?
We're not in the midst of battle. We're just waiting. We finished the session after the fight, us looking down into the next room. And then determining, did we just want to jump down? Did we want to take a rope and rappel down? That's where we kind of left off.
Correct.
Which is probably a good thing, because like I said, we haven't played for 2 months. So, and that's where we start.
And as we enter into this, I mean, you guys all know what you're about to walk into. And as I've been personally trying to grow in this area, dialogue and combat can exist at the same time. So feel free to engage in that. I say this because I haven't always done well at it, and sometimes I have, and you guys have mentioned how you've liked it. So just know that it doesn't have. If you talk forever, that will be your turn. But there can be dialogue within combat. I mean, it doesn't have to be one or the other. So I just want you guys to have that freedom.
Yep. So, oh man.
Are you all ready?
I think so.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, that was going through my head too.
Yep.
Space Jam will forever be original. Space Jam will always be stuck in my head.
Yep, the first one. The second one was meh. Okay, but now that we're done with those anachronisms for the day.
Skylar's like, I don't know what you're talking about. My generation had the best one.
And we'll let him think
I
that.
see Space Jam.
Okay,
Right.
well,
you stand at this ledge with about a 15-foot drop. Nothing critical, nothing dangerous at the bottom of it. Simply, it drops into the next layer. You look down and you see that black ebony floor, almost of an obsidian style look. You feel the heat pouring out from down there. You still, in the room that you're in, the walls with their mucus kind of membrane covering them, and a slight kind of a living organism kind of pulse to them. With the eggs cracked in this area, how do you all proceed?
Roger, do you still have that rope in your bag?
That is a great question.
And sorry, before we continue, Ryder, are you able to see the screen, or do I need to be sure to articulate those things?
I have it up.
Okay.
I do still have rope.
Let's just so we don't everyone gets stuck down there accidentally. Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
And okay.
Are we sure there's gonna be nothing down there, like right away that attacks us?
That's the reason why I'm gonna go rappel down, because I want to make sure that's clear for you guys. You know, I don't know about like. Cricket, you took quite a beating. I've still got I'm feeling pretty good. You know, as you guys look at me, I'm a little bit scraped, a little bit bruised, but you know, normal meat shield fashion, Vantlord looks pretty hardy.
I took. I just have to note this because I wrote it down. But I
You
took
took 25
frickin-
points.
I took 28 points of fall damage when we hit that the no magic barrier. And then also 25 points of damage from the Satari. But I did do like some big healing, the like aura of vitality, if you remember that. So I got like 10 rounds of healing.
Yes.
But yeah, I took a lot of damage in the last session.
Yes, you did.
I would not volunteer to go first.
I will go down there. I've got, my armor's, it's the reason why I bought the armor, is I want to, make sure that you guys at least don't get totally beaten up. So, as I'm saying that, I'm taking the rope from Raja, and I'm looking for a spot to secure this rope.
Yeah.
To.
You find a couple. It's decently secure. It's not, if you know that if you hastily and quickly, like a fishing line, if you hit it too hard, it's gonna come undone. But it's good and secure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna, being that we estimated it about 15 foot down, I'm gonna rappel down, and before my feet touch the ground, I'm gonna do, getting out of bed in a new place, that tiptoe just to make sure that your footing's right. That I'm gonna do that type of action just to make sure that it's not hot, or make sure nothing's gonna melt in my on my armor.
All right. And you're able to very easily work your way down. And you make it to the base. You enter a very small, tight corridor. It's, it's the width of any of the other ones, about 10 feet wide. But you get just these walls that go up, and it's just very small. It's about 15 feet long as well, so 10 by 15. It's just a very small corridor that leads into the next room.
Is there any temperature difference compared to where we were just at? 'Cause I know that last room we were at kind of had that cool sensation.
It's like walking from the shade to the sun.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's a noticeable difference. Your skin's not melting off, but it's warmer.
Just before I relay that, I'm gonna let them know. Hey, I'm gonna quickly just do a quick recon of the hallway to make sure that we all can come down, and then I'll help them rappel down. Steadying the rope.
Minus the other players, obviously. When you climb down, this is what you see in. You see a very large set of ribs. I mean, large. They tower over you. They're in the room. They're not right next to you. They're probably a good 20, 25 feet away from you, into the room. You see lava pockets throughout the space. You see in the distance some walking undead, some skeletons down there. It's hard to make out the rest, but you do see this blend of both necromancy and elemental fires.
Okay.
I just want to make it known. I'm grabbing the rope so that we don't lose it, and I can just once everybody else is down, and then I'll just grab the edge and I'll drop myself down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come back and relay all that information to everyone, so that way, and then at the base, just like you would for rappelling, I'm gonna be steadying the rope for them, so that way they can have, if they lose their footing, I can pull it tight, so that way they can at least stop and not just fall.
Right. Okay. Does everyone then proceed to go down, or anyone doing anything else?
I'll follow behind.
Okay.
I don't think there's much else to do here, so same.
Okay. And Raja, did you say you're going to unsecure the rope as you go down?
Yeah, because I don't know if I'll need it later or not.
Okay. Okay. So you take
And then
your-
I'll just like grab the edge of the lip
and hop down.
yeah.
Okay. So you got your rope back. All of you stand at the base of the hallway. Do you proceed in?
I'm proceeding in with my sword, like at the ready, so in case something does notice us, I can quickly react.
Before I walk in, I'm gonna do a quick scan around to see if I see any hostile creatures.
Likewise, where you stand inside the corridor still, you see this very large skeleton. This some beast, whatever it was massive in size. Cricket, you do see, like Vantalord, some walking on dead, some skeletons in the far side. Taking a little bit closer of a look on the far wall, it looks quite a ways away, and even very tall. You step forward a little bit closer to the edge of that corridor, to the archway or the entrance into the room, and you do see some floating entities, some flying entities, whether they be ghosts or wraiths or banshees or something, but these spirits are flying on the far wall. Outside of that, as far as seeing any kind of other beings or
None of them noticed us, right?
not that you're aware of.
Did you want this streaming on Twitch so that way people see the visuals?
Oh, you know what? I should probably switch that, huh? Okay. Bam. Thank you.
Of course.
Well, I feel like stealth is gonna be to our advantage here.
I'm kind of thinking that same, which I look
Isn't
at Cricket
air
like,
strong suit?
oh yeah, we all know I am just the stealthiest of people. We've seen it tried and true time and time again.
I wonder if maybe Jubilee, because she has those like boots or whatever that let her climb on the walls, right?
Doesn't she have a spell that makes everybody stealthy?
That's
Does she
me,
cast
but
that?
I used it already.
Oh, that's you. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
right.
I look at Jubilee. I'm like, you do have those stealthy boots, but I know you're just about as stealthy as I am lately. So
Wait, is that true? I thought she had like good stealth.
no. Out of character for a second. Her stealth is 0 plus 0.
Really?
With advantage, yeah. Her advantage on stealth is plus 0.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah, and her ability gives her advantage on stealth. Mine, I'm always at disadvantage.
Right, I do know this.
Always.
We know you're
So-
bad.
Oh, I am terrible.
Well, then
I-
Skylar probably has good stealth, right? Somebody-
Yes.
Yeah.
These are things that we would know if we were playing more
Yeah.
than every 2 months.
I have very good stealth too.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so one
have
of you guys then.
Because I would be better, but with the armor I have disadvantage. But then with the ring I have advantage. So I just
Which
have
means you just
a
roll
normal
flat.
plus 13. Yeah.
I have boots that
Plus
make
13, he says.
that make no sound when I walk on any surface. Plus, I have an advantage too.
Okay, I feel as if Ryder then, hey, Ryu, I know you're real stealthy because I've seen you be stealthy just an hour ago. Not 2 months ago. Maybe you can go check out a little bit and see if there's like a safe space or, I don't know, what else is on the other side of this without alerting those skeletons.
As like Cricket, do you not see our environment? There are skeletons over there. There's undead over there. We're in a room with a giant rib cage.
Right, I know,
I
but
think
like maybe
something's
we
gonna
can.
notice us.
I know, but maybe we can like get out or something like that. I don't know. Maybe there's. I'm just saying. I feel like we need more information
Rory, is the
before we
room pretty
decide
well
what to
lit?
do.
Yeah,
Like it is in
there's pockets of darkness. Some of them seem more abnormally dark, but quite a bit of the room is pretty well lit. There seems to be a massive illumination, what looks like towards the center of the room. You do see various other pockets of lava, so the room itself is generally well lit, at least at the base level. Being still in the corridor a little bit, it's hard to see up, but where you do see up a little bit, it seems to get darker and darker.
Okay. I will scout a little bit for us, just real quick. I want to try and shoot up to the very first rib bone that's directly in front of us there.
Okay.
And kind of like hide behind it.
And is anyone else going with him, or just Rihu?
I'm gonna stay far enough back where if I need to run up, I can help him. But I want to make
I
as
think
little
we just
movement as
yeah,
possible.
as long as we can still see him in our sight and get to him and know if he's in trouble.
Can you give me a little vantage to the right of the room?
Unless you pop out of the corridor, that's what you can see.
Oh, then I will pop out a little bit.
Okay, so you're going to advance out a little bit so that you can see. Okay, and Rihu, you're going to go. The other three of you are going to stay behind.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, with my disadvantage on stealth, I'm not moving unless I have to.
All right.
Because, like, if there's just a wall right there, then I'll just stay. But if there's a big area, then we could probably do a little flanking.
Okay.
He's gonna do a little creeping around the
A
corner.
little corner creeping. All right. Both Rihu and Raja, if you'd go ahead and roll your stealth check.
Oh, 4. 17.
Good thing he's got that plus 13.
21.
21. Rihu, you very quiet. You know you're quiet, and you make it all the way to this rib cage, about 15 feet into the room. Raja, you move out from that wall a little bit. You're still partially covered, but you're also visible to some extent. You're pretty confident in your stealth as well. For the two of you, as you look to the right, a couple things I've noticed.
Don't like that.
Raja, you notice that you notice a very familiar face. You notice Sultana Arzarhia, your former slave master. Rihu, you get a bit more of a glance. So everything to the right, there's bones of skulls and pits of lava. There's areas of darkness and that blue illumination that occurs in various spots. There's skeletons that are walking in different areas, and there is a slight difference in some of these skeletons. They seem to illuminate almost like a red glow from within the skeletal structure. To the left, the wall is actually pretty close. You're about 15-20 feet from the wall to your left.
Okay.
You do notice that these walls are very similar to the previous room. They still seem to have this slight organic pulse to them. Rihu, as you quickly run to that rib cage, you notice, face to face with you, is another skeleton. He is looking at you, and you see these burning flames in his eye sockets. As he is directly looking at you, you do see other skeletons on the other side of it. And with the intensity of everything going on, go ahead and roll a perception check to see what you see beyond this. I bit my tongue yesterday. It's so hard to talk.
Ooh, good roll. Roll 23.
Okay. On your way in. Oh my goodness. I'm zooming out.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep, I'm all over. Here we go.
Oh.
Okay. On your way in, you couldn't see in great detail, but I'm going to give you an overview. On your way in, Rihu, with your perception, you did see a very large skull in front of the ribcage. It looks to be very possibly some kind of dragon skull or dragon ribs that you're in front of.
Oh no.
The large pit that looked to be illuminating, or the large area in the center that looked to be illuminating. You didn't see all the detail, especially with these ribs in front of you, but it did look to be like a platform of some sort, or an elevated space. You did see a being that is on the top of it. And around the pit, you did see pillars with other skulls on them. Other things you may have seen, just like Cricket saw, you saw the spirit on the other side of the wall, trying to get you back in your spot. As you enter into the room, screw this.
Yeah, you just go top down. It's fine.
As you enter into the room, Rihu, and you all hear this, but it's directed both at Rihu and Raja, specifically at the moment. You hear a bellowing voice, a female voice, call out to you, and she just kind of mocks, saying, "You know, I must admit, I am mildly impressed. You've clawed your way through my lair, slaughtered my creations, and yet here you stand. In front of something far greater than you understand."
Do we see where the voice is coming from?
Do we recognize the voice?
Is it a Matt?
You can probably deduct that it's her. You can't see her.
Okay.
Raja and Rihu, if you look over at the Ifrit, Euphrates. If you look at the Euphrates, you'd see that her mouth isn't moving. Doesn't mean it's not her magically doing it, but you get this probably idea with the arrogance of it, and it's calling it her lair, that it would probably be her. You just can't see her.
And all of us heard that voice.
Oh yeah, y'all heard it.
As I hear that, I know Vantalord is just beginning to get angry because, you know, being mocked, just with all the fighting that we've done to get to her, I am just angry. If Cricket and anyone were to see me, they would just see my hands tightening around my sword. Almost like that white knuckle just... I'm not gonna kill them. I'm not gonna kill them yet. I'm not gonna kill them yet. I just look at Rihu and Raj. I'm like, can I just take the first swing, please?
Unfortunately, I feel as if the dice might control that more than you.
As you sit there pondering in the moment, wondering what to do, you hear her mockingly say again, "You hide in the shadows, but they're my shadows. You think I can't see you? You cannot stop me. I am inevitable."
Inevitable?
Inevitable.
You're gonna make a Bane quote thing.
What's that?
No, he made a. That's a Marvel quote right there.
What was that?
Thanos.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to just quickly bop back to the group if I'm not in combat with that skeleton, just to be like, essentially, well, clearly the jig's up here. They know we're here.
Yep, the jig is up, and I'm saying that, just gritting through my teeth. I'm so tired of being mocked by this lady. We almost had her down, back by the lizard folk in that tower. She's going down today. And as I say that, like, you just see that rage building up. Just like...
Also, I will relay everything that I saw to the group, just
Alright.
so everyone is well aware.
Rihu, as you're making your way back, Raja, your eyes have been a bit locked on Sultana as Hira, and something has drawn you, and it clicks. As you are recognizing who it is, you see her eyes move over to you, and she smiles. She recognizes you, but something else happens. Something deep within you illuminates. It catches fire. Something core to your being. The phoenix within you has called to you. It stirs violently within you at her presence. And you can sense, there is a no doubt sense that she has the Phoenix talent on her. In fact, it's almost like you get this weird moment, almost like what you've heard of people describing as this detect magic. You see this illumination on her side, this pouch. The Phoenix is calling to you to be reunited with its whole being. And you know that this Phoenix talon is on her side. She calls out to you. Her hands up. It's been a long time, my friend. And now, I get to bring you home. This is occurring as Raja is running, as Rihu runs back and relays the information. She's just mocking you, Raja.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look internally and just talk to the Phoenix.
Okay.
In a way.
Okay.
I'm gonna just brother, what you want me to do? I can't just go and grab it from her. She's not gonna give it to me. And I cannot kill her family. I don't know. I never tried, I guess.
You cannot kill her. We can kill her. It's gonna take a group effort.
This is an internal talk, right? You're trying to just internally say this to the Phoenix?
But I'm talking.
Out loud?
But
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So,
I am talking out loud.
okay. So you're talking out loud, kind of doing this internal dialogue with the Phoenix at the same time. You feel inside of you a pulse, a urge, a violent stirring of fire that you understand two things simultaneously. One is a potential disadvantage that you have in fighting this person. Go ahead and roll an insight check. I don't think that exists
The
here.
biggest thing is not necessarily the Afraidy itself, but my Matt is there too.
Right.
She's just chilling. Would you say insight?
Yeah.
12, 19.
Okay.
No, that's
What is it?
I don't know I feel
Yeah,
like you're
something's odd.
super quiet trying to hear
it-
you.
It switched to the earbud mic instead of the
It's
mic on his
19.
computer.
There we go. That's better with both
There.
of them. Okay.
Much good.
Wait, both of them or just the right one?
Both of them.
Just the right one.
Oh.
No, I feel like it's just the right one is where the mic is. Because
Gotcha.
try talking, Skylar.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh yeah, that's
Way
much
better.
better.
Okay. Yes, so the insight, you recognize there's the force of a mat. You recognize there's the force of the Sultan. Or Sultana. And then perhaps some trepidation of your history with her as well. So you're very insightful and aware of this. At the same time, so that's one thing that you understand. The other is this stirring contradiction of the phoenix inside of you. There is the preservation for your life and the desire for its reunion with its whole being. With this artifact is calling to be united. So you have these two juxtapositions going on at the same time. What do you all do?
Well, I'll relay the way I'm feeling to the crowd, to the group, to the posse.
As he's relaying that feeling, like, my sword's just slowly coming out more and more.
Yeah, I think where you see like Vantalord getting angrier as Matt is talking and he's realizing like what we're about to walk into. I feel like Cricket is a little bit more resolved and like takes a deep breath and like closes her eyes momentarily and just like centers herself a lot more like what is to come is to come. Let's do this. I mean,
quick,
I was
guys,
gonna say
going.
I can do something if we're gonna act.
Another call, this magical echoing throughout the chamber. You hear the same mocking voice just call out, "Oh, pardon me. Did I break your concentration? Please continue struggling as you were." Like, you know she's just allotting you time.
As she says that, I go into a full rage. Like,
she's
I'm
baiting us.
spending a rage point. Like, I spend a rage point. At this point, if anyone looks at Vantalord, not only do you see the angry, like, his eyes are like almost red in anger. They go from like that brown to like almost like a hellfire red, like to the point where you could maybe even see Glacia through them. That's where my rage is at now. I pull my sword out and I start running towards that skeleton closest to us.
Before you do, I guess if I notice Vantalord starting to prepare to like actually attack, I will cast or summon my spirit totem. So just like a magical ethereal spirit, and I'm gonna choose the bear spirit this time, which actually I don't think I've ever done before. Normally I do the hawk one. It is not Bear the dog. Bear an actual bear. So a spiritual bear comes out of my staff and like floats in the air above me, and everybody gains 13 temporary hit points.
Okay. And do they have to be within a distance of you?
Within a 30-foot radius. Let me see. Yeah, 30-foot radius, so 60 feet of me. Well, 30 feet
30
of
feet
me.
of you, yeah.
30-foot radius, yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you stay in that radius, then you would get advantage on strength checks or strength saving throws. Not that we're necessarily going to be doing lots of those, but 13 temporary hit points is helpful.
There you go. As long as you're within 30 feet.
No, the 13
That's
temporary hit
always.
points you just get. Yep,
Perfect.
Yep, you just get to begin with, and then if you're within me, you get the bonus on
bonuses.
strength.
Okay. Vantalord, I do believe your movement is 20 feet.
25.
25.
And I should be just inside
We'll call it good.
that doorway.
It's 27 feet. You get face to face with the skeleton. Well, kind of. I mean, he's in it a little ways. So you can't just reach him from where you're at. But you're right there at the rib cage. You can see him. Vantalord, as you fully enter this room as a loud echoing of your armor rings through this room, you specifically become a target of her taunting. As you hear again, as Amat calls out to you, she specifically says to you, as her gaze shifts in your direction. And yet, you understand, don't you, Paladin? You feel this, like, weird draw. The whisper in your soul. That cold hand on your heart. I see it. Feel it. You've already lost. And you don't even know it yet. Oh, but Glacia does. She watches even now.
I yell at her, like, I interrupt her mid-sentence. I'm like, witch, be gone. You don't control me. I've already told you. Well, I serve Glacia now, not you. Today you shall perish.
You call me a monster. I'm no mindless beast, Paladin. I'm simply ahead of the curve. I've evolved beyond your petty ideals of right and wrong.
The only curve that you have is around your waistline, witch.
Hey, we don't need to be insulting female bodies here, all right? Listen, I hate her too.
Then show it,
back
Paladin.
cricket with
Stop
that glare.
stop talking, Paladin. Even if you strike me down now, I shall rise again more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Not if I have your head. And as I say that, I swing through the ribs at that first skeleton.
You know that he's out of your reach. Like, these are massive ribs, and he's beyond a 5-foot reach.
Oh my gosh.
Break it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna break the ribs. I'm gonna flat out break the ribs.
I'm just sitting back and watching this happen because I'm not dying for his anger.
Okay, go ahead and swing on one of these ribs to see if you can break it.
Okay. Well, I'm enraged, so if I remember correctly. Would that just be yeah, that's why not. I will take a 28.
28 to hit? Well, yeah, you hit. These things are
Yes.
giant. Like, if you miss this... Yeah, I don't know if you break it. Roll your damage.
Okay, so let's go plus, so a D8 plus another 6 on top of that. Where's my D8? Oh my gosh, 14 points. I rolled an 8 and I have a plus 6.
All right. You swing and you strike hard with this rib. You definitely fracture the rib. But it is thick. It is a massive rib bone. That of, maybe comparable to the size of your waist. Like, it is not just a human rib. So it does not fully break. Bonus? Well, you've used your movement. You're not technically in action, but I mean, what do you want to do?
And I say I use my bonus action to rage.
Oh, yeah.
Because then I've already used my movement and I've used an attack. Yeah. I just let out a massive roar of just anger. Like, right. This is like an anger that no one else in the group has seen.
The fire guy is not saying anything, right?
The lady has not said anything. She is staring in the direction of the group, particularly at Raja. Raja, I'm not sure if you've relayed who this is to the group, but Raja knows exactly who it is, it being his former slave master.
Is Raja reacting at all?
I'm just staring at her, trying to figure out what to do to get the pouch. I will also relay that to the group as well.
Is it around? Where's it on her?
It's on her hip. It's in a pouch. I'm really wishing I didn't sell that teleporting amulet right now.
Oh,
150 feet of teleportation. But I'm kind of nervous because I also know Afraidi are very powerful when it comes to like even just like everyday life.
mm-hmm.
They got extensive magic. And would Raja know they can fly? I think they can fly, but like would
Yeah.
Raja know that?
Yeah, you would definitely.
And
know
they
that.
can fly. That's just a buff that they don't even need. They just have it.
Real quick, just something I thought of. Everybody, when I gave that 13 temp HP, even if you're at full HP, that goes above your max.
That's awesome.
Do you know that? That's how temp HP works. So
I just assumed. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it's not 13 points of healing. So it's like actually, if you're using D&D Beyond, you can add. If you click on like your just like the hit points, there's a box on the right for temp. If you type in 13 there, then when you damage yourself, it comes off the temp first. You can only have temporary HP from one source, so that's like, but I don't think we'll have any other sources. So
Heroes actually help.
yeah, yep. I just realized that. I was like, maybe everybody else doesn't know this. That they all get extra 13 hit points. Same with Jubilee too, Tom.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't adjust hers just because.
Well, just know her next 13 points of damage will be coming off of that.
I'll make a note of that.
I guess I will like whisper to the group. So, like, what's the game plan here? Are we trying to go for the big fiery giant lady, or we're trying to just go straight for a mob? There's also a lot of skeleton boys around. Like, what are we doing here?
It feels like we either go left and we have to go through all those skeletons to get to the platform, or we go right to fight Raja's old friend there.
Well, will a Matt interfere? That's my biggest worry.
Well, yeah, I'm sure she's gonna interfere.
I feel like she might not though, because she's also really cocky and.
You guys just see Vantor. I'm slowly moving around the rib cage, like.
Which way?
I'm going towards that skeleton. I just want to kill something at this point. So you see, I'm moving slowly to the left. I'm gonna go around the rib cage to that skeleton, as you guys are talking. So now you have to take into effect. You have a 20-year-old that's extremely angry, that's just has vengeance in his eyes, not thinking at all.
Well, clearly Vantaler's gonna do whatever he wants to do. What are we doing?
I think we should focus on.
I feel
What's
like
her
we
name?
should.
Sultana.
Yeah, your ex-girlfriend.
The ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, especially if she's got something that. Like the other Phoenix items have been super powerful, so if you could get that last one, that might be kind of huge.
It's true. Well then, I suppose let's go focus her. I'm guessing. I don't know the way she is.
She's 150 feet from us.
77.
Oh, only 77 feet.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's in range of some things. Are there any monsters near her? Other than her?
No, you don't see it. I mean, you see a pile of you see couple walking skeletons, a pile of bones. Like there's even
There's
beyond
stuff.
what you see here.
But
There's
it's not like she's not like surrounded by a bunch of like mini fire people or something.
not that you see, not at the moment.
Not yet.
There's always that looming
Yeah, exactly.
possibility with lava and death everywhere, but
Yeah, exactly.
you don't see any. And as you guys are starting to come to a point of making a decision, another call comes to Rihu. Specifically, Matt calls you out, Rihu.
And that is where we take our break.
No.
It's only been 45 minutes. We're not taking a break yet.
And she calls out to Rihu. Everyone can hear this again, but she goes, you know, and you even hear that tapping sound. And if it's her fingers tapping on the stone or a Satari walking on the walls is a little unknown. Oddly, a very similar sound. And you just hear this tap, tap, tap. But you, Rihu, you're an interesting one. Tap, tap, tap. I know you from somewhere, don't I? A face, a memory. But it will come to me soon. No matter. You're here, and that's enough. Tap, tap, tap.
Just look at the group and go, we just need to go in. We can't stay still any longer.
Yeah, let's go.
As she's saying that, it's like, so just so everyone knows, I'm gonna be killing that first skeleton in that ribcage, and then I'm running towards that. I'm gonna be going towards that big fire guy. Like, you could tell, like, Vantalord's just on a mission. He's angry. Well, he's not on a mission, but he's like in a blind rage.
You're gonna go to the ex-girlfriend?
But I'm gonna go to the ex-girlfriend next.
Okay.
So like, my train of thought, if anyone's seen me in combat, like, kill one, I have a straight shot to the next. Especially being that I still have daggers, I still have thrown weapons. I have a lot of anger. And unfortunately, enrage means I can't cast any of my smites until I decide to leave my rage, if I do.
All right. Well, with Vantalord closing the distance as the group has potentially come up with their next steps, Vantalord, go ahead and just for the moment roll a d6.
Roll a d6. Okay.
Where did I put my dice?
A 5.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. You just gave it to me, or you just can't find
No,
your dice?
I got a 2.
Oh, okay. A 24 on
24
a D20.
hits. 24 hits.
Okay. Well, my metal dice are treating me good today. For 13 points of damage.
13 points. You slice in quickly, separating the ribs and the spine from the skeleton. It falls to the ground. The flicker in the eye sockets goes away, and suddenly an explosion occurs as you take 4 points of fire damage. And if you have resistance, then that's full damage.
Yeah, I do.
Yep. So 2 points.
I do have resistance.
I'll just call out full damage. You guys take whatever deductions you need to.
Does the skeleton, as I look down quickly, do the skeleton have any weapons?
Like this one had a sword on it, kind of chinsy, just nothing that you haven't experienced a skeleton having. So this one has a sword. It's not that great quality compared to like yours, but it does have a sword on it, like a short sword.
I'm intrigued. Hold that thought for a quick second. I have an idea.
Okay.
Can a short sword be thrown?
I mean, anything can be thrown. It's not going to be
It'd
thrown
just
well.
Yeah, exactly. It's not meant to be thrown.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna pick up the short sword.
Okay. You take that and
then I'm gonna. I have ideas.
Yep. You take that and somehow attach it to your body in a way that only fantasy games can do.
Yep, exactly. And then I'm gonna start running towards the ex-girlfriend.
Okay. So you'll
and
make
that's
it.
what I'm gonna call it from here on out. Yeah, 25 feet.
Okay. You'll make it a little ways forward. You're at the other edge of the rib cage, and group. What are you all doing?
I'm running towards.
Are we not rolling initiative?
I think we're doing group initiative. I think that's the reason
No,
for
no,
the
no.
D6.
I just did that with you, so that we
okay.
could just resolve
It's
that.
fine. We don't have to. I just wanted to.
If any attacks take off, as soon as an attack happens, we'll go ahead and take
Gotcha.
initiative. Raja,
But if you're saying if we're just moving, at least we can just
Yeah.
keep moving
Yep.
in this standstill. Okay.
basically, yeah. Raja, you said you wanted to run forward.
Yeah.
Are you just running? Or are you dashing? Are you using double distance, or what are you doing? Where are you
No,
going?
because I know she can move too. I'm not about to use everything just to get to her.
What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
30 feet.
Okay. Are you wanting to stay straight? Like along the wall? Are you wanting to...
No, not along the wall. Like, okay, go to the right, like, there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So you move your 30 feet. Are you doing any action or just movement? Or bonus?
You can always hold your
gonna-
action too, or take the dodge action.
I'm gonna...
It's still free form at this moment, so anyone else be
I'm
thinking about
gonna
what you...
move as well, Rory.
Okay. So as he figures that out, where are you moving? Cricket?
Near him.
Near him. Okay. Like right next to him, a little bit behind him, to the other side.
I would say a little behind him,
Okay.
but close-ish.
Close?
Yeah.
Okay. And anything that you're doing?
I'm gonna wait and see, I guess. I can attack from here. But I am sort of waiting. I don't want to be the one to initiate combat. So I will hold my attack until somebody else does it. Either them
And
or one of us.
Jubilee is gonna hold an attack as well.
Okay.
Just to keep life simple, I'm gonna hold a firebolt for her.
Okay. And
I don't
where...
think you should attack a fire creature with fire. Just saying.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've never played a warlock before, and I'm gonna try to do one today for Jubilee. I've been, let's see, I think I'm gonna hold an Eldritch
Grace
Blast.
too.
Yeah, do her Eldritch Splash.
Okay. Grace
Yeah.
to Tom. If it
Yeah.
does fire damage versus radiant damage, so some fire spells actually do radiant damage instead of fire damage, which are different. So just so you know that. Is
Yeah,
Jubilee moving?
Although I don't think Jubilee as a warlock has any radiant damage spells because that's like clerics and paladins normally.
Yeah, Jubilee's just gonna follow the group.
Okay.
So, and
I think her
could
Eldritch
use-
Blast has a longer range,
100
and she has
yeah.
Spell Sniper.
Yeah, she has Eldritch Blast for 120. She's at Firebolt for
So she might-
120. She's at Total
she might
Dead
stay
for
back.
60.
A little
Yeah.
bit more.
Where would you like her?
I feel like she hides often.
Put her like 10 feet behind the group.
Okay.
And I just want to take a look at Spell Sniper just because I forgot about that.
It doubles the distance. I
Oh,
think.
yep, it does. You're right. You're right.
All right.
Let's be changed.
A spellcaster's gotta know what our options are.
And
Yes.
Raja, have you thought about what you were gonna do?
How far are we from her? Are we within 30 feet of her now?
You are, I think, 57 feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and just so you know, Cricket, it increases the range by 60 feet. Doesn't double it, but it does increase the range by 60. So
Nice.
that's still pretty.
Pretty hefty.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
just
a
stay
hefty
there
boy.
for now then,
Okay.
because what I want to do is not within range right now.
All right. Rihu, what about you?
Ooh, it's tough. Sorry, I'm trying to see this on my screen. I will move as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay a little bit nearer to the wall that I'm kind of currently by there, but I'm gonna move towards where Raja, like that direction, to help
Okay.
them stay as a group. Then I also want to keep my health points, so I need to stay within 30 yards.
No, you get them. You're
okay, they're
you're
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the strength saving throws and ability checks.
Either way, I will stay with the group and stay to the right. I think right about where you moved me is perfect.
Perfect.
I don't really have anything ranged-wise I can do, so I'm pretty well set on what I can accomplish now.
Do we see a map at all, or anything on that platform better now that we've moved into the room this way?
As far as what's on the platform, not so much. But seeing a map, yes, you see a map a lot better now. The gap between like the neck area of where this dragon skeleton would be has a large gap. You see Vantalord in that, and then looking up, you even get a better understanding of this center area in general. You see the multiple dragon skulls or some kind of beast skull that is posted on each of these posts. The large lava kind of moat that is around it. The elevation leading up, and the towering figure of a mat standing on top there. The glow and the illumination of the lava casting up towards her in the way that it does leave some silhouettes in various places just due to the nature of the stand, but you see her as she is standing there, and her body, the light goes through multiple areas, bones exposed, clothing that where there is no clothing and there is no flesh, there is no organ, there is just space. From this distance, it is easy to tell that she has completed the transformation process. The question about how long ago she completed it is unknown, but she has moved into Lichdom.
Must have moved quickly and gotten all the souls she needed. Okay. That was me as Tom talking, not Vantalord. Oh, man.
Vantalord, as you have moved forward into this room, as you have progressed forward through combat and closer to this centerpiece of this room, you in particular start to see or feel things. There's a whisper that you start to hear, a voice. You know this voice. It's a feminine, strong, dark voice. As Glacier sets into your mind, you see it now, don't you? You were never the warrior of Apsu. You were mine from the start. And you start to see glyphs that start to illuminate. Ones that you are sure that don't physically exist there. But you start to see her presence in this room.
As I see her, the presence, I'm guessing it's like just an image being portrayed into my mind.
So not of her, but like of these glyphs and other signs and sigils that say this. She has her stamp here.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Would Raja know anything about liches?
Go ahead and roll a knowledge, a history check. I'm still getting mixed up between the editions, but a history check I think is what it would be here.
History or Arcana.
Yeah, whichever one you want to pick between those two.
Well, they're both the same, so. 16, 15.
Okay. I'll get back to you, Raja, Vantalord.
Okay. So as Glassy is talking to me, in my mind, even throughout the rage, I then say, if I'm yours from the start, I want to be. Give me your strength. I fight for you.
Okay.
I know that's probably gonna be as Tom talking. I'm like, this is gonna be interesting to play out. But as Vantalor talking, that's rock it out.
Raja, for you, it's not unknown to you. It's always been something of myth or of legend. You've never encountered one. You've never met someone who's encountered one. But you do understand they are said to be extremely powerful.
So I'm more like the I've heard stories of.
Yeah, but they're not distant memory stories. You have a decent base understanding of them, that they're undead, that they're powerful.
Okay.
You would
It's
know
not
about
the
a phylactery.
bedtime stories.
Yeah, a bit more than the bedtime story.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn around and ask. Cricket's right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you know if it's true that, or like, do you know if if a mat can make the dragon alive again?
Do I? I don't.
You go ahead and roll the same check.
Cricket's not necessarily the most learned. 15.
15. You
What does your
are.
book say?
What is it? Yeah, that's true.
You
From the
are.
book.
Your book. What am I forgetting?
The Malachi's journal. And
You-
also the herbalism book, but neither of those is gonna have that necessarily.
You are aware that liches can raise undead, and especially because that is such a corruption to nature. Right? Things die, and that's that. They don't come. They're not supposed to come back. Especially in this way. The question is, does she have the ability to raise something that big? And if so, is it a shell, or is it the full-on, like a skeleton still can, like a humanoid skeleton? Like, the essence of its strength
Yeah, I feel
when
like-
risen is a question.
I feel like I'll look at Raja and kind of relay that, and I'm not sure if she'd be powerful enough yet. I mean, I've never encountered a lich before, so I can't say for sure, but it seems like that would be something you gotta practice a little bit, not like your first try out the gate, a brand new lich. But that's just a guess.
Yeah.
With the group coming into more of an opening, and Raja with you stepping out in front, Amat walks down. You see her walk down to the main platform area, and she points at you. Her movements seem to draw attention at times, and she points to you, and she says, "And then there's you, the bait, the pawn. Did you think you arrived by your own will? Come on now. You were delivered here and offered like a trinket for a favor." You see her hand again widely, grandiosely gestures over to Sultana Azahira. She knows the value of a good trade. As Azahira gets this big grin on her face. "You should feel honored, Raja. After all, it's not every day one is betrayed for a queen's ambition. Welcome."
That's not even like a bad thing. I'm so confused. I was a slave. I'm literally worthless. That's so confusing.
She is making the point that you were brought here for a trade, that there is something that Matt bringing you here. She is trading something with as a hero.
Oh, bringing
Is it Sultana
me to the
or
cave.
Azahira? What's her name?
Sultana as a
Sultana as a
hero.
hero.
Sultana's her title.
Okay.
So
No, Sultana is her first name.
she is
The
trading.
Sultan's different.
She is trading you for something with Sultana.
Oh, you mean now? Okay. I thought you meant like from the plane of fire.
Yeah. No, you are the trade item. You're the bargaining ticket.
Okay. That makes so much more sense. Okay.
What do you all do?
Oh, I'm still moving forward towards the ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not changing the plan either.
Yeah.
Vantalord.
Regardless of what they're doing, Vantalord's still moving 25 feet at a time towards the ex-girlfriend.
Are you going to move right or left of the skull?
I'm gonna move right of the skull.
Okay, you're going to rejoin with the group?
I'm gonna get ahead of the group, but
Well, yes, but this way, not the other.
kind of moving towards them. Again, even though I'm in a rage, you know, I'm not fully thinking straight.
I don't want to
know at my
yuck your
core-
yum, Tom, but I think you have to attack or you lose your rage.
I think that sounds right.
Yes, I know. Or I can take a bonus action and keep my rage going.
Okay.
So, and
I
that's
just want to make sure.
yes, that I do know that. So I'm gonna take my full movement and I'm gonna dash. So full movement in my action to get close to the ex-girlfriend. And
Is this ground actual lava, Roy, or is it just for aesthetics?
There is actual lava. A lot of it,
And then-
unless it's like a big pool of it, a lot of it can be tiptoed around.
You can just like jump over it or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
and then using my bonus action, I'm just gonna keep my rage going.
Okay. And the rest of it.
Does this fire genie lady look like she's even like, what is her demeanor right now while all this is happening?
Like she owns the place.
Is she, how has she even like acknowledged Matt or Matt? Is she like,
Oh yeah.
is she
So like when a Matt has gestured over to her, there's a understanding between the two kind of thing, talking about the trade. She's focused forward on the group. So she sees you. She has her sword out. She's there. She's ready. She's not scared to. She doesn't look scared to engage in combat. She looks like she has a purpose. That she looks focused in what she's doing, and like she owns it. Like she's not nervous about something.
Raj is gonna keep running forward.
That's right. And are you just moving your 30 feet?
Well, how far is Vantalord?
From you, Vantalord is 40 feet.
Then
you can bonus action dash, don't forget.
No, I know, but then I can't do what I want to do. So I'm going to have. I'll run forward 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to gesture to Cricket to follow me.
Okay.
Cricket, you see this?
Uh-huh. Do you need me to follow me? Because I can hit
Oh,
her from
hang on.
here.
I have a question first. Before I have her follow. Can I use my reaction on something that I'm doing? So, like, I have the Cloud Rune. And when I like, if me or a creature I can see within 30 feet is hit by an attack roll, I can use my reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker to become the target. So, like, could I swing at Cricket and then teleport the attack to Sultana? Or is that not a thing I could do?
Very creative, and I like the idea. And
Because it's through the cloud rune.
that'd be hilarious that your companion would think you're attacking them. But I'm gonna say no.
Okay, then I'm just gonna throw.
My gosh.
Oh, what's it called? The frost dagger.
Okay.
Just kind of see how she reacts.
You're throwing the frost dagger at Sultana?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack. As you're running, you reach your distance and you toss the dagger.
12 plus 6, 18. 18?
18 hits.
Okay.
The dagger strikes her in the ribs.
Who's here? 1d6. Non-magical. And then... Oh no, that's not. 4, 5, 9. Oh. Backtrack. Before all this. That's what I was gonna do. I want to use my Giant's Might as well. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
So then I get big strength and strength.
You also get big with that one, or you just get extra strength?
No, I get big. It's the one that makes me large.
Okay.
Yeah, like 10 feet tall.
Right, the giant.
And then I can
Last
also
time you
use
did that, and
and then I'll use the extra 1d6 from that for the
Okay.
damage, because I get extra 1d6 per turn.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that.
So that's 9, 5,
5 points.
14 damage.
Okay.
14. Oh, okay. It's Oh. Okay. 7 cold damage.
Gotcha.
No.
9.
7 normal damage. It says 1d4 plus 3, so that's the dagger damage. And then 1d6 cold. Okay, so the d6 is cold. So 4, 7 plus the 5 I rolled from that. 12 normal damage. And then 5 cold damage.
Okay, perfect. You see it strike her, almost catching her off guard. As you're running, you enlarge to this size. Dagger goes flying out of your hand, striking her in the side. And you see it clearly has an impact on her.
Okay.
Does she... How does... For reasons I would love to know, does it look like cold damage hurts her as a fire creature?
It does seem to have an extra effect on her.
Okay.
More of a hiss that
deduce-
comes out of her. Yes.
I would deduce that naturally. Anyways, probably, but just
Yes.
for confirmation purposes. Well, since Roger attacked, I
Yes.
will do the same. I'll step a little bit to the side just so I have like clear line of sight to her. And then I will cast at 2nd level Ice Knife,
All right. And
which
you are
is
currently...
a shard of ice that I am shooting at her from up to 60 feet away.
Okay.
Frick. Nope. Doesn't hit. I'm sure it doesn't hit.
What'd you roll?
It was 11 minus 2 because I'm still exhausted. So 9.
Correct. It does not hit.
Yeah. Well, a shard of ice
You see as
Oh
it.
wait,
as it-
hey, this is good. This is good. Oh wait, I should read the full description before I do something, huh?
Let this help.
On a hit or a miss,
Okay.
it still explodes. Okay, so the shard explodes into like a bunch of ice pieces,
Okay.
and any creature, the target and any creature within 5 feet of it. I don't know if there's nobody else. I don't think within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
So does it just do less damage if it misses? Like
No, it does 1d6 piercing damage and then also explodes and does cold damage. But you have to do a dexterity saving throw to see.
even if it so
Yeah,
Can it
says
miss,
on a
then?
hit.
yeah.
On a hit, the target takes 1d8 or 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard explodes.
Oh, so it's just getting exploding damage.
Yeah, it's getting
Gotcha.
cold damage from the explode instead of just the piercing damage from the
Gotcha.
dagger.
So a dex save?
I threw a snowball at it, Rory. The snowball missed, but it still landed at its feet, and the snow is now hitting it. Dex, yes.
Dex
That
would
is
be
fantastic.
a 15.
Ah, same as 16. Okay, so it will take 2d6. Oh, 3d6 because I'm using second level.
Okay, I probably.
15 points of cold damage. See who needs to attack well when you can just throw an exploding snowball.
Okay.
It travels between your two companions, and in front of her almost looks like it's just melting under the heat, and it's not going to reach when suddenly, as it passes by her side, it explodes out, striking her in the other side, causing additional damage. She hisses out louder, screaming obscenities at the group.
It's too hot in here, alright? I'm just trying to cool it down a little.
Jubilee.
Raja's already a furnace. We don't need
Raja's-
another one.
Alright.
And
Well,
Jubilee?
since you guys have already, yep, Julie is gonna cast her Eldritch Blast, which is 2 beams, and let's see how the first one is a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, so that's a D10. Do. Wow, Tom, learn to math rock. First 8 points of damage. The second beam, and that's gonna be of force damage. And the second one is an 18.
That hits.
Okay.
How much damage was the first one? 9?
7. The second one is 9.
Okay.
And just so you know, on Twitch, our faces are in the wrong character spots on the current screen.
They shouldn't be.
You've got Jubilee
just
right,
Van-
you have Cricket
Yeah,
right.
it's just Vantalord and Rihu. Need
Yep.
to be swapped.
Oh,
How dare you?
You've got me as
Okay.
Rihu.
there you go.
Poor guy.
Oh,
How
yeah, I
Dare
did
you
mess
have
that
my
one up.
How dare you have my black picture in the wrong spot?
Right? Poor guy. Just
All right.
But- By the oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ryu.
Just say I definitely want to move up too when I have the opportunity here.
Yeah. Okay. How far do you want to move up?
I'll take my full 30 feet and I'll stay along that wall for now.
You don't have 40 feet?
he only has 2 feet. Unless he was a centipede.
Oh, I only have 30 feet of speed, buddy.
Oh, wow. All right.
Back to the bad jokes.
I thought we talked about that.
Oh, I thought we had an agreement.
We all
in
know
place.
I will
Yeah.
never end my bad jokes. Ever.
Anything you want to do after that, Ryu?
No, because the spear that I would normally use to throw is destroyed right now. So, there's not much I have that I can do from a distance. So maybe I'll hold an attack in case anything comes by me, but that's about it.
Okay. With that, we'll go ahead and move into their turns, and then we'll enter into initiative. Let's see. The skeleton here. That's interesting. Will move. He will start advancing this way. This skeleton over here will advance towards Vantalord and strike. With his sword, it rolls a 10 to hit.
Does not hit. Not even close.
That wouldn't even hit me. That's the squishiest.
It can try. It will fail.
Sultana is going to go ahead and, especially with the enlarging of
It's a kaiju fight between two free.
Ooh, is Sultana within 5 feet of me?
She is now.
Okay, I'm gonna cast protection, or I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the
No,
protection.
bonus action has to be on your turn.
Or it's a reaction, excuse me, and it's while wielding a shield, a creature that I can see attacks a target other than me within 5 feet. It has to have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. Sounds good. So you use your reaction. Her first attack is going to swing out at Raja. And she is going to roll a 26 to hit.
And that's with the disadvantage?
Oh. 24 to hit.
Yuck.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use my cloud rune and it'll hit the skeleton.
Okay. So then for her damage, she strikes, it hits you, Raja, in the side. The power, the perfection of this sword you are not unfamiliar with. As it strikes, your rune kicks in and the force is shifted over to the skeleton as it just explodes into dust. Rihu, the skeleton running towards you, is the one that exploded and is no longer there.
Good
And
minion.
then oh wait, it's not my turn. That was a reaction.
She will then take her second attack, swinging back the other way towards Vantalord.
Oh, I did the wrong thing.
Was that not the one that does that?
No, it was, but I should have used my shield of life because the +5 to AC,
Gotcha.
and then I could have used the cloud rune for someone else.
Alright. Vantalord. She swings back on you with a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Shifting sizes was not in her forte this time.
She can change sizes.
No. She attacked you and then Vantalord, and he is much smaller than
Oh, that's it. I see. Yeah.
Easier to hit the big target.
Oh yeah. A mat will.
Sit there and enjoy the show, please.
Yeah. Just keep monologuing him at.
She is going to just kind of sit there. She doesn't just sit there, but even looking at her, as all of you are in anticipation to, okay, well, what's happening on the battlefield? Suddenly the bones start rattling from behind Jubilee and behind Cricket. As skeletons start to raise out of the pile of bones.
Rude.
That was rude. No.
It is. 4
Freaking
skeletons?
They you hear the rattling and the shaking, almost like a rattlesnake's tail as they emerge out of the pile. As she's casting this, she does say, with a bitter fury in her voice as she growls this out, "The world stole everything from me. Everyone I loved. Now I'll make us even. I'll hunt down every last ally you have and make them pay for what happened to me." As these bones start to walk towards you. That is Matt's turn. And we'll go ahead and take a midway break and then come back and roll initiative.
Dad, question.
Yes.
I'm guessing Raj would know this. Does do a fire damage just like, or like, aren't they like don't take fire damage or something like that?
You
Or
would
do they
know
heal
that.
from it like we do?
No, you would know that they're immune to fire.
They're immune to it. Okay.
Yeah. As long as you've been around them, like it's just a common.
So that'd be better to use on a Matt, because I'm guessing her strength is.
I feel like necrotic damage against her is gonna be useless. 'Cause
Against the
she's
mat?
Undead. Yeah, because she's undead.
And that would be one of
Like
those things
I
in your
have the
guys'
fire shackles.
Oh, yeah. In your guys' check that you did, like the more than bedtime story knowledge would be stuff like necrotic damage doesn't hurt them.
Right.
The basic common knowledge stuff. What did she bring you? What am I missing out on?
Are you getting jealous of food that was brought somewhere?
Yeah, Justina brought him some kind of beverage. That is not
She brought me the pop,
pop.
and Becca's making me coffee.
What?
Yeah. Because I said I already had coffee, and she said, "Did you want more?" And I said, "I'm not gonna say no."
I'm hoping that my loving wife is going to bring me some. It does feel like forever since I've heard this, though.
That's a tough life Skylar's living there, getting waited on hand and
Oh.
foot here in the morning.
My goodness. I wasn't sure if you were still there. Yes. Man, I'm getting so many spam texts. Insane.
That happened to me like a few days ago. My number must have gotten on a new list or something, and like I got like 4 in the same day.
Yeah, I just get random ones that say hello. In
Yeah,
addition
how
to
are
the
you?
other ones. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, getting waited on hand and foot this early in the morning. Like you just sit there and go, just yeah, waited on everything about it. His rider's left. Can you hear him? Oh, okay.
I couldn't hear what you just said earlier because Becca was talking about how we're streaming on TikTok.
Ah, yes. Hey, Becca sees that we're on TikTok. I don't know if Tom can hear me.
I know, she texted me a link to it mid-session here.
Oh. Well, apparently it worked because she doesn't watch the sessions, and
No, she shot me a text.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You look annoyed. Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm tired. You want coffee?"
Wait, did somebody say coffee? I like
Wait a
coffee.
minute. So basically, Rory, here's what you got to do now. You just got to be like, coffee, coffee.
Oh man. Oh man. You know, granted, I haven't looked at my notes in 2 months, but I've been still fiddling around with that novella. And I understand Matt a lot better than I did 2 months ago.
Uh-oh, we're all in trouble.
Like, she has real motivation.
What I want, so
Hold on,
because
real
she has
motivation that
motivation,
you created.
Well, yeah.
because
It's all imaginary, right?
mathematically,
Come on.
I mean, how is Vantilor holding a long sword, a short sword, a couple daggers, and a longbow? Like, you look at Vantilor as a dwarf, like, he looks like a walking armory.
Yep. Alright, well,
He has, like-
as soon as the two return, we'll go ahead and kick it off again. It is hard to relay what's in this room. Like,
I
the
want to know,
heat,
so, like,
the contradiction of the cold, the things that are in the area. Like, if you walked into this place in real life, like, it wouldn't be mundane. Like, it would be a terrifying place to be in.
what's intriguing to me, so obviously that internal conversation with Glacia, like I'm intrigued to know what occurred from that.
Oh, there's more.
Answers the call, understanding tactics, battle's cruel game, protecting his comrades, earning his name.
I should send you the picture I took this, or Emily took this morning of a little man in an R2D2 onesie. In fact, I'm just gonna copy this image. I'm gonna put it into our group Discord.
And she... Oh, nope, yep, she returns. And he returns.
So, guys, if you go into our group, like Fall of Red Dawn team chat, I posted a picture of little man this morning in his onesie.
He's getting big.
He's like 26 inches tall already.
Hey, look, you know what? I'm 53.
So he's half your height.
You're 63, Dad.
63. No.
So I was
yeah,
gonna say,
63.
when someone
Yes,
tells
thank
you
sir.
don't be short with you, say it's too hard.
He's a third of my height. He's like 2 months old and a third of my height. Ridiculous.
He's 18 weeks old. He'll be 19 weeks old on Tuesday.
Like 4 months. Still.
Yeah.
I love the onesie, so cute.
I thought you were saying months for a second. And I was like, time did not fly that fast.
18 months.
When I took guardianship over my niece, like 9 months after Emily and I got married, my niece is just getting ready to turn 12 years old. So the joke was, "How old's your kid?" I was gonna say 144 months.
All right, and we return to.
Is Ryder back too?
I think so. I don't think he ever left.
Yes,
Maybe.
ma'am.
Never left.
Well, I'm on my phone, so I can kind of go wherever I need to go.
Oh, I don't know what
That's
view you
true.
switched to, but it is the wrong one, Roy.
Oh yes, it is. That's the emergency screen. There you go. That is correct. All right. Well, let's hop back into it then, and we will kick it off with initiative. Where'd all my music go? Anyways, I lost it. Let's kick it off with initiative. Bonner, if you want to take the order of people, I'll capture that in a second. While you guys roll, I'm going to keep looking for my music. Sound.
Yeah, 10-4. I'll take the order. So let's just go.
Oops. I rolled a 12.
Me too.
Rihu, 12.
Oh, do you not have any bonuses?
Cricket, 12.
I do. I rolled an 8.
Oh, I see.
Raja, what did you roll?
Oh. Should probably do that. It's a 20, right?
Yes, it's a
A
D20.
D20. Okay.
It hasn't been that long.
6, 9. We haven't done single person initiative in a minute.
Manta Lords.
Wait, you only got a 9?
Well, I rolled a 6.
Oh, jeez.
Oof. And let's roll for Jubilee quickly.
We're all looking
my
real hot.
gosh.
Yeah.
Why, thank you. I always knew I was looking good. No.
Let's see.
Okay, 4 plus. Wow, Jubilee rolled a 4.
You know,
Oh.
I guess
okay.
either y'all need to roll
Okay.
high or roll low. So
I think I just needed to look at my character sheet. I didn't even need to use the cloud thing. I can just use my reaction to add 4 to my AC.
nice.
and
Because I'm using a
Lord,
finesse weapon.
I'm not sure why it reminded me of this, but I remember when we first started playing this campaign, there was a certain something that happened, and you promised to shave the clean shave if it happened, and then it did happen, and we never got a clean shave.
Wait, me?
Yep.
When did it happen?
Like 2 years ago when we first started this campaign.
What was the thing that he was
But then
supposed-
you said, "There's no way I can do this." I don't remember what the situation was.
I thought
just
we would get
remember-
over a lot of views or something.
I think it was if we met and held 50 viewers for a half hour, and we held it for like 5 minutes, and then it dropped.
We said it still counted.
Oh no!
Why did you just think of this now?
And there was
Like,
I don't know why it just popped into my head because I'm like thinking about our whole campaign while we're doing this.
Because so the reason why it came up is because like John's stream, Tears Have Aired, they could pull 50 to 100 viewers at any given time. Ours being later in the afternoon, we were lucky if we were pulling 25 to 30. So I'm like, oh, if we can pull 50 viewers and hold it for a half hour, I will shave my goatee off.
I think you should just shave in general.
I don't.
Oh no, my wife would flat out kill me unless something like this absurdity were to happen.
And I don't think there was a time period put on it. I think the time period got put on it after we hit 50 viewers, if I remember right.
And I'm pretty sure that 50 viewers even still wasn't even 5 minutes. I think it was like barely even a minute.
I feel like now we're lucky if we get 15 or 10.
Well, we're not exactly
12 right now.
We're not exactly consistent with it.
That's true. We are streaming on a Saturday morning instead of a Sunday afternoon right now. So.
After not doing it for 2 months.
Did everyone roll their initiative?
I did, but I'm
Yes,
waiting for Tom to ask me what mine is.
You told me 12.
You heard it? Oh, okay.
Yes,
12.
I
You were
heard
right.
you.
You heard. You're
Raja,
right,
you
you're
got
right.
yours, Vantalord? You roll
Yeah,
yours?
Rihu and Cricket do need to re-roll because they both rolled 12s.
No, we don't re-roll. It's based on dexterity and initiative bonus, and I'm sure Rihu's is higher than mine.
Well, what's yours?
+2.
+2 and and Ryu's is a +4. So yeah.
Okay.
So he goes first.
For Sultana, it is
A 1.
a 4.
Okay.
For Matt, it is a 19.
Oh God.
Yay.
And all the little things will pop in when they pop in. So
Okay,
top of the
so-
order is who?
Top of the order will be a Matt,
Yep.
followed by Vantalord, followed by Rihu, Cricket, Raja, and Jubilee and Sultana both rolled 4s.
Alright.
Whoever's initiative bonus is higher. Probably.
Jubilee has a
Jack.
+0.
Okay.
Oh.
1.
Okay, so then it would be
So Jubilee's last.
Jubilee will be last.
Alright. So we kick it off then with a map.
It's fitting that she's first.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That ego.
I mean, if she wasn't, she could be, so.
It would have been a lot of fun if she was just sitting there monologuing while we went around the
Yeah.
and killed all of her minions. So that by the time she finished her monologue, she was like, "Wait, where is everyone?"
That would be funny.
She is going to actually She has a soft spot in her heart for paladins.
I still want to know what was Glass's response to what I told her. Okay.
She has a soft spot in her heart for paladins.
She has a soft spot in her heart for paladins. And
I'll make her into a soft spot.
What?
And by a
I'm gonna kill her. Turn her into
by a soft
mush.
spot, he means she has a soft grave dug right next to her for a paladin.
Yes. One of those cats that starts to come out of the ground. All right. She is going to cast Blight on Vantalord.
Okay.
As necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you can see within range during this draining moisture. You have to make a Constitution save.
Okay. I'm not too worried about that. So, especially because I've got a +6 on Constitution. And I rolled a 17. +6.
Well, that is a
So, 23.
darn shame.
You want
A
you may
shame
need
for
to
her, maybe.
You may need to try a little harder. No.
Let's see.
I think this is a good level of trying.
You said you
Okay,
had.
don't. We don't need to taunt him more.
I'm not.
Does he take half damage or anything?
You said you have a 23.
Yep.
Okay, so you do pass. Let's see if target saving throw. If a target or planet creature magical spell deals maximum damage, if you target. It must take. The target takes this much necrotic damage if on a failed save, or half as much on a, or whatever. Yeah, it takes half damage. So,
Surprise, surprise.
Vantalord, you will take necrotic damage. $28 points of necrotic damage.
That's full, so I do
That
the
is
math
nope.
for
That is half damage.
It's a big spell.
Oh wait, sorry. You're right. 28 minus. Cut that in half. Cut that in half.
You only rolled 28. Did you roll really lowly on your damage?
Oh, wait.
Bummer.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8d8. Yep. 28.
Alright.
I got a few ones in there.
Yeah.
Alright, so you feel that necrotic energy wash over you as blight sets in. That is her turn. Next we're at Vantalord.
I look at her and laugh. And I'm like, I told you, I don't serve you. There's only one person that I serve, Glacia. And I pull out my long sword, still within that full rage of just, and I swing at the Sultana. I'm like, but the first person to go down will be your dog. With the first swing being a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. And my d8 plus 6. For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And second swing for a 21.
That hits.
13 points of damage.
Okay. Any movement or bonus action?
I'm staying right here. And let's see how. Just double checking my own sanity.
And Rihu, you're up next.
And I'm enraged, so I can't cast anything. So I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm just laughing at Matt, thinking that she owns me.
All right. Rihu, you're up. Cricket, you're on deck.
sorry, I have a dog climbing on me as we're talking. Let's can you go where I'm at again? I just gotta see it.
Yes.
Okay. There, thank you. I was kind of hidden behind there. I'm going to circle around. How far? Okay, I kind of want to get to the skeleton that's by Vandalord.
That'd be close to between 40 and 45 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna move 30 feet behind Raja. That direction.
Like, right behind him? Like this way?
Or is that all lava right there?
And you could get here, that'd be fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll go there. And again, just playing it a little bit safe, I'm going to hold an attack if anything comes within my 5-foot radius.
Alright. Any bonus?
That's all I got for now.
Okay. Cricket and Raja, you're on deck.
Well, I think. Gosh, I don't want to hurt them. I will move. How far is the map from me? Like, what's just like engage general distance?
To take a rough guess, she's
Okay.
75 feet away from
Okay.
you, but
I'm gonna
not a clear
move-
path to get to her.
Right. Oh, there's all those skeleton boys behind us, isn't there?
There are.
Like a lot. Oh yeah, 4 of them. Ugh, I hate that. Okay. Great. You know what I will do? If I move my full 30 feet, can I get like right up near them?
Yeah, you could get between 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay, great. I would love to do that. And then I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave
Okay.
in a 15-foot cube originating from me. So I think that gets all of them. Would it be 3 by 3? I will cast that at them. They all have to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. $11.
11.
Yep.
Fail.
All right.
They take 6 thunder damage,
Okay.
and they are pushed 15 feet away. 10 feet away. 10 feet away. And then also, if there are any like random bones there, they're also pushed away so that any skeleton she raises have to be further away from us. Yeah.
Okay. So the bone pile
6
gets
damage, and they're all pushed 10 feet away.
the bone pile gets smashed against the wall. It spreads out. Some of them spreading in front of the door.
I think
Yes.
for my bonus action, I will do Shillelagh
Okay.
cantrip.
All right. The skeletons are shoved back, the 4 of them. The bones are smashed against the wall to your left. Some of them spread out in front of the door itself. They are all still standing. They have all been shoved back. They did take damage.
Okay.
And so this is not confusing. And Raja, you're up, and then Sultana, and then Jubilee.
I'm going to use my rapier sharpness.
Okay.
Oh, but then I can't hear that music. There we go. I got it. 18.
18.
Oh,
hit.
I also have advantage.
Oh.
Well, that's a 3, so that's not any better.
All right,
So
18
that-
hits.
Yes. Okay. 1d8, 2d6, plus 4, and then the d6 for being large. 2, 3, 5, 10, 14, 3, 17. 17 damage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna make a sleight of hand check to just take the little thingy from
The pouch.
the talon. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I can do that on a bonus action.
Perfect. You strike her. When you strike her, each time you've had this engagement with her, Raja, you just see this cruelness that you know exists in all Euphrates, but almost this gaining level of respect of like these two opposing forces. I can't think of what it's called, but anyways, you and her, she's almost giving you a sense of respect, but you know she still wants to utterly kill you and destroy you.
Yeah, but like she's enjoying the battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. She's enjoying, like, you're giving her a challenge, and you see that. So you go ahead and roll your sleight of hand. For her.
Plus 10. 10, so there's a dirty 20 for the first bit, and 17 for the second one. So, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 in total?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. And then for my second roll, because I have advantage on sleight of hand, I rolled a 7.
So, okay, so I rolled her perception. When you struck, you already had this in mind, what you're gonna do. You see the glimmer as she...
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna explain this a little better. It's a rapier. So it's
yes.
the stabby. So I was kind of thinking like lunge forward and just kind of...
Perfect.
Like, oh, sorry, the camera couldn't see. She like a...
Yeah, yep. So instead of slicing, you're right, yeah, you stab forward with your rapier, already in mind. You see, as you strike her, she still gives you that glimmer of respect, like that I'm enjoying this kind of fight. You take advantage...
Oh, sorry. We can do it after.
What's up?
I also have my sneak attack damage to roll.
Oh. You take advantage of that moment where you see she's slightly distracted, and you are able to, in fact, grab that pouch off of her hip. She rolled really darn low for her perception. And your sneak attack damage?
13.
13, okay.
Is it always 3d6 or does it ever go up?
It goes up as you level up.
When you grab that pouch, she feels it. She instantly, that smirk of enjoyment instantly changes. Is your turn over? That was your bonus. Any movement you want to take?
Well, I'll just run backward 30 feet.
Okay.
And then
She is
am
going
I
to...
able to
Go ahead.
use a free action to take the thing out the pouch?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. So you take you open up the pouch, you see the talon, and you pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that as you're running back. As you're doing that, she is going to take an attack of opportunity, striking you with her scimitar.
And she's rolling at a disadvantage. I'm using my protection again. Hi.
13 to hit. Okay. She strikes, she misses, still just irate that she just lost her pouch. She misses. Raja, you pull that out. As soon as you see it and you touch it and you pull it out, The Talon starts to have a reaction with you. We'll come back to that.
I eat it.
Sultana is going to back up away from the group.
Can I take my attack? Oh wait, no, I can't take an attack of
You
opportunity.
used your reaction.
Yep,
used it.
I did. Yep. Oh well.
That's okay. You prevented Raja from getting an attack. That's good.
Yes.
She backs up. Her fury becomes manifest as the area begins to heat in the surrounding area. You just feel this radiating force coming out of her. She is going to call you as this heat raises from the ground starts to blister and bubble and boil as she calls forth
Rude.
an elemental.
All these people summoning battles they can't fight themselves.
I yell out, chicken!
She summons this elemental right beside both Vantalord and Rihu.
She's a chicken!
That is slightly larger than the two of you. There we go. As that elemental,
Within 5 feet of me.
Sorry, the elemental's slightly larger than who?
like everyone, smaller than, it's like 7 feet.
That would trigger my attack then, by the way, that I was holding.
All right, go ahead, roll to hit. This blistering heat just pouring off of this fire elemental, this pillar of fire.
You're muted.
rolled a
Russ.
19.
Oh, okay, got it.
That hits.
Okay. And then it. Oh shoot! I have to look at my notes again because remember there was some damage modifier due to something. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Alright, 1 second. It doesn't like automatically do my thing on here. Okay. Damage. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to roll a d8 on the site because I don't have my dice with me.
It's okay, I'll roll it for you. You got a 1.
Yeah, I got it. I'm not trusting that by nothing.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
Okay,
I've seen him roll.
I rolled a 5 with a +3, so it's an 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. Until someone takes. So. The first time. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's something that happens, but so you punch it, you punch it, right? And cause those 8 points of damage.
Yes.
It is summoned. That is her action. She used some of her movement. She is actually going to back up even more. And that will be her action. We're on to Jubilee.
Okay, so knowing that the skeletons are back behind us and Jubilee's awesome fascination with anything undead, I'm going to cast the Eldritch Blast towards 2 of the skeletons, so splitting the beams. The first, this here, I can want to spin me around. I'm going to cast towards the first 2 skeletons that are closest to her. Yep. So you got the skeletons in a triangle. Think 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. So that would be
2,
1.
3.
Yep. I'm gonna cast at 1 and 3.
Okay.
Okay. So to number 1, that's a 9 plus an 8 for a 17.
17 hits.
Okay. For 8 points of damage.
Okay. The beam strikes that one. It crumples and explodes at the same time. While a fiery explosion. There is both the blend of the force damage from the attack, but also the explosion of the skeleton itself, which also hits this one over here, setting off a chain reaction as that one also explodes.
Okay.
Okay, so
2
then
for
that would
1
leave-
special happening over here on the skeletons.
So one is still up.
There's still 2
2
up.
and
Oh yeah,
okay.
1 and 4 is
Because
still up.
yeah. So and then what I'll do then is, being that I'm gonna take that second beam then and go back towards 1, just because obviously the other one 9. That's an 8 plus 16.
16 hits.
Okay. For 10.
Woohoo!
10. All right, that hits. Again, the force damage blows the the skeleton body apart, and then the chain reaction of that fire explosion. Cricket, you are far enough away. It does not hit you.
I didn't even know they were going to explode, Jubilee, but that was lucky for me.
That'll make a fine kaboom.
Anything else for Jubilee?
I think I am just gonna keep her right back here. Because I don't have any... Yeah, I'm just gonna stay right back here.
All right. That brings us to a map. She looks at all of you. You hear this just loud echo of a laughter. She is enjoying watching each of you feel like you are making a difference. You just don't understand, do you? You don't understand that no matter what you do, you will not leave this place. Not in your not in your current bodies anyways. I mean, I might raise you and use your dying dead corpse, but you will not leave this place.
The only thing you raise is an eyebrow.
The only thing you raise are dead bad jokes. She will...
At least I can actually bring a bad joke. You only get the dead.
That was a flop.
I don't care. Again, angry paladin in like his barb rage stuff.
With her last spell not being effective or as effective on Vantalord, she is going to go ahead and shift tactics, and she is going to cast... Should I... Where are you guys at?
I'm in my house.
Who does she want the most? She is going to cast Cloud Kill.
No, thank you.
20-foot radius. She's going to cast that in the area of Vantalord, the Elemental, and Rihu. Each of you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
So Vantlord and Rihu.
Yes.
That's your 14 plus 6. Dirty 20.
All right. Rihu.
All right, it just rolled 18 plus 3, 21.
21. Dang, guys. What the poop?
What the poop?
What did
All
the
right.
poop it?
So at full damage, that is 22 points. You each take half damage.
Does it only affect them, or do the skeleton and elemental get affected too?
The skeleton doesn't breathe,
So half of 22?
and neither does the elemental. Yes, 11 points, half of 22. And it stays there when the cloud does stay there for a period of time. So you're in it, and you're still in it. That will be her action. Man, I'm missing so many things. Actually, no, I'm not. Okay, that will be her turn. She is going to stay there, still just laughing. You just constantly hear this laughing out of her. Vantlord, it is your turn.
Okay.
Vantlord,
Well-
you feel a pull, a whisper, that image. Remember back to a dream, a nightmare, a transitional point in which you had this vision of being on a podium, and the fire around you. You see this image again, that you needed to be elevated to protect those around you. And that elevation, that podium, that stance, that place of highness, that resonates. You feel the calling to be elevated. A paladin must be on the high ground to protect.
Call me Anakin, call me Obi-Wan, because I have the high ground.
And Rihu, you're on deck. What do you do, Vantlord?
With that image, I'm like, there's the thought goes through my head is like, I am ready to accept my fate. And I go, Glassy, just help me to finish this last fight. Give me the strength. And that's just the thoughts going through my head as we have this entire fight going on. I pull up my longsword again to go towards this new fire elemental. Rolling at 25.
A 25 to hit, that hits.
Yep. So that's the first attack.
Damage.
Yep, the damage is going to be 8 plus 6, 14 points of damage.
14. Mid-swing, you strike this elemental, and you feel like this isn't your battle. You do not belong at the lower levels. You belong at the peak. That is where Glacier is. That is where you need to be. You need to be at the heights to protect. Do you swing again?
With that height to protect, I look towards a mat. I yell, I'm coming for you. And I'm going to start moving towards her.
Okay. Where do you move?
Let's see here. Where's that stairwell leading up to her? That's what I'm moving towards.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take the path to the man.
They're
to the
both
left.
bad.
You know what? I'm taking the path to the left.
Path to the left. Okay. And are
Yep.
you gonna dash?
Well, I already took an attack, so I can't.
Oh.
But I'm gonna take my full 25 feet of movement.
Okay.
That's Rihu. That you're.
Yep,
is
that is Rihu.
All right.
They have an attack of opportunity against you.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't care.
He's like, I don't get hit by nothing.
Famous last words.
The fire elemental will take an attack of opportunity on you, as it will reach out to strike with a 30 to hit, with a crud. With a 16 to hit.
Not even close.
It misses. That you feel the flames wisp at your neck, but the fire inside of you burns hotter. As you move forward, you do see that you are approaching a group of skeletons in front of you.
Speaking of skeletons, Rory, I know you're trying to manage a lot as the DM, but I don't think all the skeletons acted at all that round, because the one
That
in front
is
of me
true.
did not move or attack.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah. And not that I want to get hit, but I feel like there's a lot for you to keep track of, so.
I'm just going to also add this guy in there. Add.
We don't
Got
need him
you at the
remembering the
end.
skeletons can kill us.
And all skeletons will just take their round after Vantalor. My turn. Alright. Anything else, Vantalor?
Nope.
Alright. With that, we get to the skeletons and Rihu on deck. The skeleton will move up towards Cricket and take a swing attack for a natural 20.
Yeah, I mean, that hits.
And it will cause 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
You see the bones with tendons and small ligaments that are connecting everything, kind of dripping the ooze as they stand there, and it swings. You hear this weird cracking sound of the bones. That will take us over to this group of skeletons. They will, seeing action take place, they will start to move. These ones will move this way. This one will go this way. And this one will go this way. This one will move forward and attack Rihu. And swing on Rihu. With a 13 to hit. Does that hit Rihu?
Does not hit.
Alright. And that brings us to Rihu.
Tom kind of stole my idea, unfortunately.
You can still do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and disengage from these
Oh.
two. Because I don't think I can take that elemental on myself either.
Okay, where are you going?
So, hear me out here.
I'm hearing.
I want to go right directly towards a mat where the lava is nearest, like as a crow flies. Yep. It looked like it was like 20 some feet, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So I would take my movement and go that direction.
Alright.
Now, is there anything else you want to do with that movement before I say what I'm going to do next?
No, I mean, it's up to you. You moved 25 feet just now.
Okay. So, we're going
Are you gonna jump across the lava?
yeah.
Yes!
We're going to use a key point
Okay.
so that it doubles my jump distance.
Okay.
And my jump. So how high? This is really how high it is because I can jump. It looks like 22 feet with this, like in height.
Okay. So it's about 10 feet to this first ledge. What you see in front of you are these obsidian pillars. Now that you're this close, this heat is exceptionally hot. It is not just lava, but elemental force itself. You feel the heat and the force of the heat coming up. It's these obsidian pillars with these bones that are sticking out of it. That is approximately 10 feet or 16, let's call it 15 feet away and 10 feet up. That's that first little ledge there. Then you got another row of kind of these bones that are protruding out.
Yep.
And then further up.
How tall are those bones protruding out?
So the various heights, some as
What's the tallest
5
one?
feet, some are 3 feet. I would say the tallest one is probably 5 feet.
I think I can clear it all.
Okay,
Don't monk shit.
you're gonna try to jump the whole distance
I want to go over the spikes is the goal.
over the spikes.
Yep, and that is lengthwise within my.
Okay, so it's gonna be tough. There's elevation, there's obstacles, there's the heat.
Remember, I have a key point doubling everything that I'm doing.
Okay,
So it helps.
so you got all that going for you. Roll your
Acrobatics is a skill check in
acrobatics.
5e.
Oh man, the DC will be. You got the key point. You got the jump ability.
Already rolled.
DC. I'm gonna call it to be not impossible. What's up? What's your roll?
It's a dirty 20 because I have a +8 on acrobatics.
All right. Because of your abilities, because of your skills, and using that key point, DC was 15.
I feel like Rihu is normally so chill, and then sometimes you just do these things that are like you just flew over the lava pit in the air onto the platform. Crazy.
Rihu, you clear these bone spikes. You get to the platform. You are just feet away from a map. You see up close the sunken, tight skin, the lack of like bodily organs, yet her eyes are just kind of floating there. The missing parts. She is mostly some form of flesh, but also a large portion of her is just straight skeleton. You see this blue necromantic energy within her. You stepped on one of the spikes to get down to the platform. You just ease yourself in, claiming the territory. By your feet on the platform, now that you're here, you do see that there are Sartari up here as well.
Where are they?
1, 2, and 3.
Ugh, gross.
And by the way, as I land, there is a look of 100% confidence in his eyes because he remembers what he did to Matt last time with like grappling and keeping up with him.
All right. She stares back at you.
Rihu the beast.
He's a
we
beast.
will Go ahead and add in the Sartari now.
Just had to wait to put those up there.
You just had to
We just had to wait.
Anything else, Rihu?
That pretty much expended every last thing I could do in return. So,
All right. Cricket
Awesome.
and Raja on deck. And Raja, I sent you a message in Discord. You're probably gonna want to read that a few times over.
Yeah, like all of that happens?
I'll take a look at it again, make sure I sent you the right thing. But
But like the whole second
those
paragraph
abilities, yeah, I
happens,
sent you those abilities. Yep.
but it's all within that, it's all one ability,
Yes. Yep.
just with those effects.
Yep. And I'll narrate it in, but yes.
Can you go to where
Cricket.
I am?
Oh, I suppose. you are face to face with a
Yeah.
flaming
Yeah.
eye skeleton.
Yeah, since I shillelagh'd last time, I'm gonna take my extra thorny, beefy staff
Yes.
and attempt to take a swing at it, even though I'm still quite tired.
All right.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
By the way, Rory, I'm just really happy that you
12.
12 hits. What was that?
I'm really happy that you forgot about attack of opportunity there.
No, you disengaged, you
You
said.
disengaged.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
You said 12 hits?
12 hits.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Gotta give you something before you
Goes
die.
mild.
The crowd goes wild. Okay.
Mild. I said crowd goes
goes
mild.
mild. Yeah. 6 damage.
6 damage. You swing your staff, you crack it in the ribs, you see the bones break and fall apart
And then he's gonna
as
explode.
you
Yeah, I figured that might happen.
receive 2 points of fire damage.
Okay. Oh, fire? Resistance. I take 1.
You take a 1.
I take 1. Okay, then once he's kaput,
He's kaput.
I'm gonna try and run towards the platform. My full movement, 30 feet. Yeah. Yep, on this side of the ribs. I don't want to deal with those people on the other side. No, not there. Yes, that way.
This way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you bring yourself right back here.
Yes, correct.
All right. Any bonus action?
No.
No. All right. Raja. And then the Sultana. Raja, as you have moved this talon, removed the talon from the bag, you feel it vibrate and call from the phoenix within you. It calls out to the talon. This union between these relics find its completion with this talon in hand. You hear the Sultana scream out in fury, recognizing what she didn't already know. She recognizes that you had the other parts. The talon vibrates. Suddenly, it engulfs within you. The phoenix within you explodes in a visual manifestation around you. Everyone can see this large bird, almost like a spirit animal kind of casting, as it lifts its wings, its body, everything starts to illuminate outside and above Raja. The full fury and force of it becomes known as it just sucks back inside of Raja. Raja, you feel this rebirth, this vigor of the phoenix inside of you. You are now not holding the relic. You are the relic.
Yeah. Okay.
Roger has gone full kaiju mode.
He's reached power level 9,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I move? It's my turn now?
It is your turn.
Okay. Can I move, if I'm reading this right, and as long as I know what a radius is, can I move to where they're both within 60 feet of me? Like both a Matt
Oh,
and Sultana, and I mean, I guess the fire elemental would be chill too.
and then you have 30 feet of movement? You only wanted
Yeah.
to use 30 ideally? So
Well, I
if
don't,
you're-
is it a bonus action or is it
an action. Yep.
an action? Then I'll use my bonus action too if I need to.
Okay. So 30 would have been here.
I think something like that would be.
You taking
Well,
a
they have to be within 60 of me. It's the 60-foot radius.
60-foot
So if I
radius.
don't, Yeah. So if I don't have to.
I feel like you're almost there now.
Basically. So you're 67
Yeah.
from her.
Well, I want to be away from our spellcasters, though.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'll move 30 feet away, I guess.
And then you're 60 there.
I'll just go
so
like.
you do have to get a little bit closer, which will pull you away from the spellcasters. If you move, again, if just taking a quick, yeah, you could move up to 60. You said. So if you move up here.
Well, no, I'll just move 30 if I don't need to move 60.
So
I think if you cannot get 60 feet away from me without taking your dash.
Oh, I see. Then
Because
I'll-
I was only like
Yeah.
10 feet from you.
yep. So you'll have to take your dash to get another 15 or so feet.
Yeah,
in
or else
order
I'll mess
to-
them up too.
Get away from. So, Cricket is understanding distance surveillance. You are now far
I'm just
enough
kidding.
away.
Keep going, Raja. Raja, further. Stay away from me.
You move, Raja. You are outside of the range of the spellcasters on your team.
Okay, then I'll use the.
You're using the Talon of the Phoenix.
The flame unraveled.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. So you use the flame unraveled as that phoenix had made its way back inside of you. There's this almost like this energy burst that rolls across the ground. And you see it as it engulfs the elemental, the Sultana, Amat, Rihu, like everyone within that 60-foot radius. Suddenly, this rolling out, and then this jarring up of energy. Raja, you know what this has done. Vantalord, you feel the effects of this. Rihu, to some extent,
Oh, I forgot about him.
I believe
too.
you also feel the effects of this. I believe
It's fine.
because your hands and I'm not sure if your key count. But as Raja did this, for those who are in the area, the any magical energy within a 60-foot radius is disrupting all fire-based effects, magical spells, and summoned creatures. Suddenly,
And
this
fire. There's
summoned
almost
creatures
fire.
of C12 or lower, and 2 minutes. Then there's some other details that you'll have to keep track of there, Skylar. But yes. So, disrupting
Just
all
detonated an EMP is what you're saying.
disrupting all fire-based effects, magical spells, and summoned creatures. Suddenly, this elemental creature is gone.
Just
The Sultana hits the ground. She's no longer able to fly. Her flames, she is still very strong and powerful looking, but her flames dissipate away. Amat, Rihu, in front of you, you see Amat almost go to a knee as this impacts her, and whatever effect of magic you have is also impacted. Same with you, Vantalord. Any of your magical spells or fire-based things is null and void.
No, it's not magic items though, Tom. I don't think.
It's all magical energy. I don't know what that means.
Disrupting all fire-based effects, magical spells, and summoned creatures.
Yeah, so it'd be like a mat.
There
Her
is a little bit
poisonous
more to this.
cloud thing that she casts, like
Is
that.
gone.
Anything that's
Right.
like a spell concentration
Not like-
thing, but not your items. He's not like cursing your magic item.
It's also every other round.
Shh! You're not supposed to say that part.
Oh,
So yes,
my bad.
fire-based effects, magical spells, and summoned creatures. Or
Wait, I do actually have a question. When you described it, so it's sort of like this pulse that
Yep.
kind of came out. does it linger? Like if I were to cast a spell in it, does it seem like it's like a
It's-
fog of some sort?
You can't see it. You yourself.
So it's not like. Yeah.
It's not like a cloud.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
And you see the effects, and you know it had some impact. You don't know if it was
Right.
putting out fire or what, right? Because you weren't in it. But
Does that mean the lava
a
hardens?
mat's not a summoned ability.
a mat is
Does
not
the-
a summoned ability.
Does the
Or
lava
something.
harden?
The lava does not harden.
Ooh, what about the skeletons that she summoned?
Oh.
Yeah, it just snuffs out fire, so I assume lava's not part of that.
These
They're all
three-
within 60 feet. Yeah.
You should just drop a circle on me.
Status.
Since you have that, like, that.
Down.
It's only if they fail.
Down.
Interesting.
Fail.
Because
Fail. They all fail. Sultana, of all of them, failed. Matt actually did not fail. You do not see her crumple or kneel. She stays at the strength she was. And that is. Oop, there's some more down here. Like Raja said, we'll just go like this.
Oh, Sultana failed?
Sultana failed. These two skeletons down here fall to the ground. No,
Okay.
this one does not. Just this one. Oh. That one does not either because it's level with Cricket. Cricket's out of the range. This one does. Alright, so some skeletons drop. Sultana is affected. The elemental disappears. A mat is not affected. She did not fail.
Well, she's not getting her energy drained, but she can't cast magic, right? That's how that works. Dispels all magical energy, magic spells, fire-based effects.
Correct, yep. So the base
She's
is
just
still
not
affects the
weakened.
spells. Correct, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Raja's a bomb.
Alright, anything else, Roger?
Since birth. How close am I to Sultana?
You are very close.
Oh, I don't have my bonus action anymore, do I?
You're 20
I
feet
can't
away.
even see my sheet. I'm trying to read all this. So I've used my action, movement.
think-
That's
You used your
everything
bonus
I
action.
Yeah.
To
To
dash.
dash.
did.
You
Yeah.
did it all.
Yep. That takes us to Sultana. And she's in a bit of a predicament. Oh man. The fury that she was just stripped of a core part of her power, and not even fully understanding what just happened. She has an idea. She's aware of this relic, but she is going to. She's just going to charge forward. And she is going to unleash her attacks on Raja. And she will make 2. Yeah, that's all she. Yep. She's going to make 2 scimitar attacks. Man, first one is a 15 to hit. Second one's a 14 to hit. Both of them. Her rage blinding her strikes. Raja, you're able to dodge both of them. That takes us to Jubilee.
Okay. Let's see here. Lester, how far away from a mat is Jubilee? Jubilee's a long ways away.
Jubilee's a long ways away. Plus a skeleton in front of her.
plus the skeleton in front of her.
90 feet away, plus the skeleton.
Oh, I can still do what I'm gonna do. Okay, fine then. I'm gonna do it, because I can cast this within this.
Now, between
I'm gonna
Jubilee and Amat is Rihu.
She could move. She could move so that Rihu is not in the line of sight.
Correct.
I feel like.
Yes.
Oh, this won't matter. It comes from the top,
Okay.
and it only affects a mat.
Okay. What you got?
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt
All right.
and use Jubilee's last pack slot. On a hit, this is gonna do 5d12 damage of lightning to a mat, and only a mat.
All right.
Can I see a mat from where I'm at?
It's tough, but yes, you can see her.
Okay, that's all I need. Even if it's tough, I just need to see her. Okay. Dirty 20.
I'm fairly positive that hits. That hit. Hold on.
Did you say you're using Witch Bolt?
Yes. If I read this properly,
Go ahead and read
I
it.
think you don't want Rihu to be in the middle. It says it's a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target.
oh. Well, I think of arc as like coming up and over, not in straight
I mean,
line.
lightning goes like this though. It doesn't go like this.
But when it says an arc though,
it means it's
Oh,
going
like,
between the two
electric
of
arc.
you.
maybe I don't want to do that. Okay.
I mean, you could if you
Downfall-
just move to the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna sidestep just so I can avoid Rihu.
Okay.
I just want, again, thank you for clarifying that. I've never played a warlock before.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
it's
trying
okay.
to build a role.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you move. 30
If Jubilee
feet-
sees this, please don't kill me.
Yeah.
She might not kill you for casting this. She might kill you for using her last spell slot. Warlocks only have like 2 spells.
I know. I saw that.
All right. You have a clear path to her now.
Okay. So
That's disrupted. Shoot. Oh, and you had a dirty 20.
yes.
And I am not.
Meat is beat. Meat is beat.
Yes, that hits.
Yes.
That will hit this time.
Okay, where's my D12? There's a D12. And there's a D12.
It says 1d12.
No, I'm casting it says 5d12.
It's a fourth
I am
level,
casting
right?
it at fifth
Oh my
level.
gosh, you're casting it at 5th level.
Yes. Yes, I
Poor
am.
Jubilee's not gonna have any cool things to do when she comes next time.
Like I said, she'll kill me. I don't care.
Tom's like, I get to cast spells with a warlock spellbook. Let me use all the cool
I am-
things.
Tom's just playing Jubilee like Vandalord. It's okay. You know,
Yeah,
all the way there.
exactly.
I think at this point, Jubilee's tired of the undead, and with the Raven Queen, Matt's going against everything the Raven Queen stands for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm playing this from.
I don't know. If Jubilee was here, I feel like she'd be like walking on the ceiling and have like
Yeah.
a mat lassoed or
Okay.
something
Yeah,
like
exactly.
crazy.
He could have walked up the
So,
wall to cast it
There's
too.
20, 27, plus 11 is 38, plus an 8 is 46 points of damage.
46. All right.
And it's with a continuous arc, does that mean it continues?
It continues every round for a minute.
For
so
a minute,
10
which means 10
10
rounds.
rounds.
So I re-roll this 10
Not
times.
not all 5
No.
though, because it just says the initial damage increases by 1d12. So next, it's just the continuous of d12 each time.
Okay, so just a d12 every turn. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
There
And
we
that
go.
is Jubilee's turn.
yep.
That we skipped the fire elemental now, and are on the Satari. With the lightning attached to a mat, Rihu, you especially, you see this arcing of the electricity between rib bones and up into the skull, and she's illuminated now also by this spell being casted. The Satari.
Wait a second. I have a bonus action too of Spirit Shroud.
You can't do 2 spells.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Spellcasters are like simultaneously so fun and sometimes so frustrating.
I suppose, especially since I have to have concentration. Yep, you're right. You're right. I'm Bethel.
The Satari will immediately protect their queen, and all 3 of them are going to lunge at Rihu.
Bring it on.
All right, first one.
You're gonna
You
roll
know
like
that was
crap.
being
We're
crazy.
manifesting this right now. You're just gonna roll so low. It's
Manifest
not even gonna
it.
matter.
Yeah. 3 natural 20s. Let's see here. Action.
The odds of that happening
And-
is insane,
And
actually.
The odds of that happening are the same time I become a professional stand-up comedian, like Gabriel Iglesias level.
So its first attack is a 6.
Hit.
This is
Break
the
yourselves upon
vibe
me.
we were going for here.
Yeah. Yes.
This one lands at your feet, misses. Second one is a 16.
Damn it! It hits.
Okay.
What's your AC?
15.
That's so low.
So that one,
Yeah.
one on you. Well, I'm gonna back this one up.
It's because you're not wearing any armor.
Correct.
One on you. The other one is going to attack you now with a 6.
Do you have like a evade thing you can do?
Right now.
So one grapples onto you. 2 of them miss. They land at your feet. So one of the Satari is now wrapped around your head.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to rewind this for just a quick second from when the first one attacked me.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use Tipsy Sway,
Okay.
which is when a creature misses you with a melee attack roll,
Okay.
I can spend 1 key point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit one creature of your choice other than the attacker. So I'm going to redirect that one to attack another Satari.
Oh, interesting.
That is fantastic.
That's fun.
All right. Pick odds or evens.
Odds.
It was an even of a 12. So, the first one you use this tipsy attack, and it, you fling it. You cause it to actually clash with the third one. That as it lunged in, both these Satari tangled up and hit the ground. The second one was able to still latch on. And so they are right because you just cause it to hit another creature, right?
Yeah.
So
Does it do damage to the other Satari though?
does it? Or is it just kind
To cause that attack to hit one creature of your choice or an attacker that you can see with it. So yeah, it would cause that attack to hit the creature.
of
Yeah.
to hit? Okay. Well, the attack is just grapple. So these 2 Satari are actually tangled up and grappled at the moment.
They're both just exchanging life force back between each other.
The other one has not bit you yet. The initial attack is just a grapple. So it has its legs around your head during this turn. And it is tightening itself, readying itself for the bite. That is the Satari's turn. That brings us to a map. And we are still on this round. A mat. Oh, a mat. What will she do? She will walk forward. Face
Isn't
to.
it first?
What's that?
I think this is the second round.
No, we haven't gone back to you yet.
No, I know, but I thought Matt was top of the line.
Oh,
She is.
She is.
By the way, also Rory,
Yes.
just be cognizant of time
Yes.
because you might want to find a good stopping point.
Sounds good. Thank you. Amat walks forward, looks at Rihu. The Satari grappling his face. Um,
I mean, top of the order is a good spot to
yeah.
stop.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I will. She approaches Rihu. She leans in real close. She says, "Do you hear that? That is the sound of inevitability. The sound of your death approaching. You don't know what you've stepped into, but I do. And I'm loving every second of it." And she takes her hand and she starts to reach it towards your chest. "And you thought the bite of my children were bad." And that's where we'll end.
Was Atari summoned? Also.
Oh, that's
No.
fantastic.
Oh.
So we will pick up next session with Amat's turn, as she is about to do something to Rihu.
She's just a skeleton now. She's really not that crazy.
Partially.
Thanks for-
skeleton.
Thanks for leaving it off, or I'm about to die.
Well, you reminded me of the time frame, so.
So you get punished.
And so we will go ahead and pick it up from there. But before we do, let's go ahead and do our stars and wishes. Let's start with Ventilord.
Let's see her. I'm gonna give mine to Raja, especially after Raha. Sorry, I am the level of caffeine going through my system right now. After that awesome attack and pickpocket and pulling that talent through, I think that messed up, Rory just a little bit with how successful that was. Beautiful. Utterly beautiful. Wish not having to play another, I think this was the fourth character I've had to play. I think I've played everyone in this campaign except for Cricket at this point. So I've almost got the grand slam of characters. So, thank you, Cricket, for consistency. It makes me happy.
No problem. Good luck if you ever have to play Druid. Good luck, man.
Wild shape. All right.
So, yes.
You said Raja, so Raja, star and wish.
I think Raja's star would go. Well, I guess to Vantilord, but with Jubilee's Witch Bolt. That's still currently in the map, doing a ton of damage.
That hit hard.
And I mean, I don't know if she lost her resistances or not, but it probably did quite a bit of damage to her in general anyway. So that was a good play. Even if it doesn't take her out, it's going to weaken her a lot for when we can regroup.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my wish would be... I don't know.
That did what, 46 points of damage initially? Or was it 56? I'm just making note for
For
Jubilee.
Matt, you did 46.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And I mean, nobody can cast magic in the area, so I suppose what's nice right now is that Sultana is, I guess, I don't know if she's on her knees or what, but
She's on her
She's
feet.
on the
She's standing.
ground.
Yeah.
I'm bigger than her now. She can feel the towering presence of I hate you.
She feels the
Yes.
looming force of Raja over her.
Yeah. I was gonna say now you know how it feels to be a slave, but she doesn't yet. She did just fall.
Yeah.
And I guess her life force is being drained, but that's not. I haven't hit her yet.
Yeah. Not so much being drained. It's just she's been stripped of a lot of her power.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Rihu.
Unconventional star. I'm giving it to you, Rory, because I think this last room is very cool, very well designed, and it kind of feels like a final boss arena, which is, I think, the hope, right? So it feels very epic in scale. And
Oh, I just remembered there's flying wraiths on the wall.
yeah, and there's a lot of creatures and things to manage in this too. So yeah, just I'll give you my star there.
Nice.
Agreed.
And your wish?
That I don't have a giant hole blown through my chest.
I mean, you did make a really epic jump.
I know. It would be like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna save everybody, and then just like, gone.
You know, she doesn't have to force you all the way back. Just like 10 feet back.
Yeah, there's my body floating in the lava. You know, just.
All right. And Cricket.
My star is going to Rihu for the epic jump because I was trying to figure out potential options for me to get onto the platform, and he just was like, I'm just gonna jump over the lava and just like leap through the air to get up there and start nailing.
Got plus 8 to acrobatics. It's, you know.
Yeah. So that was very epic and fun.
Nice.
Wish. I think maybe that, which I'm sure this will happen, so it's less of a wish and more of just like I'm looking forward to this, but I want there to be like an epic ending, even if it means like people die or something. Yeah, like it's building to that point anyway, so again, I think it will happen. But yeah, versus just, you know, another battle. It's like the stage is being set for it to be very epic, and I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, so far we have Raja setting off a magical EMT.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Question.
Would that have caused
Who is the
the
Vega
thunder?
holding?
I do.
Okay.
I was out of range. I thought we just said it didn't affect magic items either.
Yeah, I think in rereading it doesn't.
The magical energy makes me think it does, but.
Magical energy within 60 feet.
Yeah, but
But like, it wouldn't disrupt it.
I
in
should
the
have made
sense
that
of,
more clear.
Like weapons necessarily.
I mean-
they just lose their properties until they come back. It's not like they get damage from it.
Right. There's no damage to them.
I suppose though a magic bag of holding though, plump full of stuff would.
That was my
Probably.
original intent, is that all magical items. But we can talk offline
True
about that one.
anti-magic field.
That's the idea of it. But yes, we'll get into that. So,
But in that sense, a mat is just a normal zombie now.
no, I mean she's still there's other forces other than magical
she's
forces
strong,
that
yeah.
keep a
well,
lich
also
alive.
I think also maybe some clarification if you're gonna look at it, Rory. Clarification on like, does it last or is it like a pulse that hits?
Oh, it's built
dispels.
in. You're right. Yep. It's not permanent.
Because like because like even then Jubilee wouldn't have been able to cast her spell.
Well, it would have been through the area.
That's what I'm
But if
saying.
it's a-
Like if it lasts
Right,
in that,
yep. I see what you're saying.
if it's a field that like stays, then no magic can enter it or be in it at all.
Fair point.
If it's like a pulse that dispels, but then it comes back immediately, then that would summon like any summoned creatures, any concentrate spells, anything like that. It would stop.
Right.
But it would then immediately. So yes, it'd be like a pulse of something on your magical items, but then they would come back.
Right. I'll just send it to all of you now that he's used it. What was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, I mean, we got Raja setting off that magical EMT, Rihu doing this massive jump and landing right in the face of a mat and not getting attacked by two of these Satari. And the Witchbolt. I mean, that was actually 46 points of damage, which was pretty awesome. So, and they're not dead yet. So you guys still got a fight ahead of you. So I look
I'm
forward
not
to
dead yet.
Oh, and you guys aren't dead yet either. I meant the enemies, but
Yeah,
I'm not dead yet.
I was quoting Mighty Python.
Oh.
I'm not dead yet.
But you're very sick. You will be shortly.
So yeah,
Whack.
looking forward to that. We will go ahead and end the stream now, and then offline talk about some dates. So hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will.